Ever wonder what it's like to celebrate Halloween while zooming through the Forbidden Forest on Hagrid's motorbike? Well, today's your lucky day, my fellow witches, wizards, and muggles. We're diving into the spooky season at Harry Potter World. First stop, Honeydukes for some fall-themed snacks and a candy tour. Pumpkin pasties, anyone? Plus a walkthrough of Hagrid's motorbike adventure at Universal Studios Orlando. So grab your wand, maybe a butterbeer, and buckle up, power up, and get ready for this magical Universal Studios adventure. So I grabbed my broomstick and flew straight to Universal Studios Orlando. Because, you know, flu powder's a bit messy.
Diagonally.
I strolled right into Islands of Adventure, where I stepped into Hogsmeade, the magical wizarding village packed with creatures and food shops more charming than a butterbeer on a cold day. After admiring the Hogwarts Express, dodging a few Death Eaters, and checking out some interactive shops, look at those hinky punks and mandrakes. My stomach started growling louder than a Hungarian horntail. Naturally, I made a beeline to Honeydukes, the legendary candy shop loaded with sweets, potions, and pastries that makes every witch and wizard feel like a kid again. Ah, here we have a delightful stash of chocolate frogs. Don't worry, they only hop once. And remember, each box comes with a card featuring a famous witch or wizard, so cross your fingers for Dumbledore. Or if you're unlucky, maybe Gilderoy Lockhart. Moving on, behold the mountain of Bertie Bott's every flavor beans. You'll either strike gold with a toffee or end up with earwax. It's all part of the thrill. Over here, a spooky candy skeleton just chilling next to some skeleton cookies. Looks like they're dying to be eaten. And finally, feast your eyes on this giant, worm-like tower of cotton candy. I'm not sure if it's magical or just incredibly weird. But either way, it looks like it's straight out of Hagrid's Care of Magical Creatures book. Let's head in and see what magical treats await. Whoa! Strolling through Honeydukes feels like stepping into a rainbow explosion of sugar and magic. Wow, look at all these snacks. I feel like I just stumbled into the room of requirement, but it's stocked with candy instead of Horcruxes. Jelly beans? Check. Licorice wands? Check. Magical gumdrops that might just make you float? Oh, they've got it all. Look at those giant candy jars. Acaccio candy. Right by the registers, you've got the Honeydukes All-Stars. You've got shelves filled with chocolate frogs just waiting to leap into your bag. And don't forget, each one comes with a collectible wizard card. So maybe you'll finally nab Dumbledore, or end up with your 100th Godric Gryffindor. They've also lined up some fancy collector's bags for all your candy loot and jars of specialty sweets that look like they belong in Snape's potion class. Just be careful. These treats might be magical, but too many, and you'll be floating away like Aunt Marge after dinner. Alright, let's take a closer look at the magical goodies here. First up, we've got peppermint frogs and chocolate. Peppermint's not really my thing, but hey, I know some of you would probably Acaccio those in a heartbeat. Fudge flies? Strange, yet oddly intriguing. And here we have the classic chocolate frogs. They had a deal going, 3 for $35, and they've got dark chocolate, white chocolate, and milk chocolate. Make sure you watch my other video where I tried Harry Potter candy. Fizzing Whizbees. Always wanted to try these, and those are 11 galleons. Moving on, jelly slugs. Strange but interesting. But hey, they've got a certain slimy charm. Pink coconut ice and a chocolate cauldron. Who knows how much that one costs? Probably like $500, knowing wizard pricing. And of course, Bertie Bott's every flavor beans, including everyone's favorite vomit-flavored beans. You can see me suffer through that in another video, so check it out. Those beans are $13. Next up, sherbet lemons in a fancy glass jar, very Dumbledore approved. Pumpkin juice sipper for $15, and as much as I wanted it, I couldn't justify the price tag. Now here's my personal fave. Chocolate frog plates, bowls, and trinket boxes. Love me some chocolate frog merch, but $29? Maybe I'll just imagine owning it. Oh, and a chocolate frog purse for $70? Stylish, but I think I'll pass. There's also a chocolate frog ceramic trinket box, perfect for all your Wizarding World knickknacks. And if you're craving ice cream, they've got vanilla, chocolate, and butterbeer ice cream. I tried butterbeer ice cream at the 3 Broomsticks, so don't miss my video on that. They've even got Gilly water, which, spoiler alert, is just plain old water with a fancy name. Now, onto the bakery section, filled with magical goodies like ginger newts, pumpkin cake, cauldron cake, chocolate frog cupcakes, and chocolate skeleton cookies. If only I were a magical pig, I'd devour all those candy apples in one go. Alright, now let's dig into these magical treats. Ready your wands, it's tasting time. Alright, here's my magical Halloween snack lineup. I grabbed a cauldron cake, some refreshing gilly water, a vanilla chocolate frog cupcake, the famous pumpkin cake, a chocolate skeleton, and a ginger newt. Time to dive in and see if these treats are worthy of a Hogwarts feast. Let's dig in, wands or forks, at the ready. Look at this spooky little fella. My chocolate skeleton is looking pretty sharp. Let's see if he tastes as good as he looks. Not bad. Solid chocolate with a cool white sugar print on top. The chocolate is okay and tastes like cocoa powder. This was creative and fun, and I'd give it a solid 3.5 stars out of 5. A great snack, but I'm not sure it's enough to satisfy a hungry hippogriff. Next, we've got the pumpkin cake. Wow, this thing hits harder than a bludger. Super sweet, with pumpkin spice blasting through, and then a surprise lemon flavor that sneaks in like a Slytherin in the night. The icing is sugary enough to make a house elf bounce off the walls. It's pretty heavy though, so pace yourself. I'd give it 3 stars out of 5. If you're into pumpkin and lemon teaming up like a wizard's duel, this is your treat. But for me, I'll just stick to vomit-flavored jelly beans. Next up, the ginger newt cookie. Just look at that cheeky smile. It's like if a sugar cookie and an oatmeal cookie had a magical baby. The glaze is lightly sweet, nothing too crazy. I'd say this newt gets a solid 3.5 stars out of 5. Now let's see what other wizarding treats are waiting for us. Next up, the cauldron cake. It's basically a cupcake hiding in a little rubber cauldron, which is pretty cool, like something straight out of potions class. Wingardium Leviosa.
Wrong. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
It's a chocolate cupcake loaded with sweet vanilla icing that tastes a bit like vanilla extract. Not mind-blowing, but hey, it looks awesome and you get to keep the cauldron. A magical bonus. I'd give this 3.5 stars out of 5, mostly for the collectible cauldron. Next is the one I was really excited for. The chocolate frog vanilla cupcake, complete with frosting and a little chocolate frog. The cake and frosting are your standard vanilla. Nothing magical flavor-wise, but it sure looks like a work of art straight from Honeydukes. Sadly though, the cupcake itself was drier than Professor Snape's potions lessons. Because of that, I'm giving this a 2.5 stars out of 5. Maybe the house elves were having an off day. After devouring that magical menagerie of sugary sweets, I figured it was the perfect time to hop on Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike adventure. Because, you know, nothing says great idea like riding a high-speed motorbike through the Forbidden Forest on a sugar high, right? I'm sure nothing will go wrong after eating all that. Let's go find the ride. Hold on to your wands. So, I casually waltzed across the street to the entrance of Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure, feeling like I just downed a few too many butterbeers. There's a long queue and a single rider line, but we're taking the scenic route today. Let's walk through the long queue and check out the magical scenery. Drop a comment below if you've ridden this beast before. What's your favorite part? Maybe the part where you're not being chased by a blast-ended Scroot?
Shouldn't have said that. I should not have said that.
Let's see what surprises Hagrid's got in store. Whee! Hello, motorbike riders. Are you ready to barf? Excuse me, sir. Stop pointing at me, you dirty thing. Oh, cool. It's the perfect view of Hogwarts Castle. First up, check out the creepy castle looming overhead. Classic magical vibes, right? Oh, a mermaid. Don't eat me. Next, we've got the interactive 3D screen show. Pretty cool.
Who many of you will remember has kindly agreed to help with getting you around.
Wingardium Leviosa! Hagrid's asked me to duplicate Sirius Black's motorbike to take you all to the edge of the forest.
Yes, and that's where I shall be showing you some blast-ended Scroots. Before they all kill each other. Does that not look promising? Go.
Run, pig!
them back to their cage. Come on.
My one! Ow! Put me down! Don't! No! That!
Oh, blimey, you've done it, Arthur. That dragon fire could not have been smoother. Well, apart from the, you know.
Yes, well,
Fine. No. We'll be there for that. Better try and start on these pixies.
righty-ho.
Oh, now don't you worry about this. I'll see you all down there.
Of course, none of this will happen when you actually ride the bikes. Meet us down in the stables. Might be safer to duplicate the bikes down there, your room. Then you can ride them.
That's better.
Imagine if they had cages with actual robotic creatures while you wait. That would take things up a few notches. There are some giant dragon eggs scattered around, and then you've got to make your way through this windy, twisty path to the main holding area. And here's the safety seating animation. Larger rider in first. In the main holding area, look up. There's Hagrid chasing after creatures in a cool animated show on the ceiling. But enough waiting, it's time for the real magic. The motorbike ride. Buckle up!
We'll meet at the edge of the Forbidden Forest. Arthur warned me about those bikes, but I didn't think they'd take Ollie into the Forbidden Forest. Just hang on! Oh, and don't mind Fluffy. His arms are worse than me. I'll just, oh no. Looks like you've lost power. I've got you, don't worry. Reparo. Sorry, I never was great shakes at magic. Oh, crikey, you're tangled in devil's snare. Repeat, Lumos Solem after me. Lumos Solem. Ooh, that was close. Oh, you found my missing screws. Best be getting you out of here before you get blasted. Now, hit those purple buttons. Hold on. Dragonfire's got a kick. Unicorn, and look, she's a really lucky thing to see such a sight in the wild.
That adventure was as cool as catching the golden snitch. But don't disapparate just yet. I've got loads more videos from Harry Potter World, Universal Studios, and other theme parks for you to dive into. Check out my playlist for more. If you've ever taken on Hagrid's motorbike or tried the Honeydukes magical snacks, let me know. Until next time, may your Halloween be more treats than tricks.